for the play. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Firebird Fieldhouse in the Chapman Arena for today's PIAA game featuring Souderton High School and Holy Ghost Prep. Introducing today's starting lineup. First for the Indians of Souderton High School. Number 2, Sean Purvey. Number 21, Alex Smith. Number 22, Paul Vince. Number 4, Dylan Hollick. And number 0, Evan Kutzler. Head coach of the Indians is Tim Brown. Now the starting lineup for the Firebirds of Holy Ghost Prep. Starting guard, a 6'3" junior, number 0, Shane Riley. Starting guard, a 5'8" senior, number 1, Chris Cada. At center, a 6'5" senior, number 10, Ryan O'Hara. At forward, a 6'3" senior, number 15, Liam Huey. And at guard, a 5'11" senior, number 21, Jack McDermott. Head coach of the Firebirds is Tony Chapman. Jack McDermott. Jack McDermott. Basket is good. Chris Cada. Souderton foul. Dylan Hollick. His first, team's first. Chris Cada's line. Shoots one. The basket. Holy Ghost foul. Chris Cada. His first, team's first. Chris Cada. Souderton calls timeout.
We just gotta make sure that those microphones are there. I'm just gonna unplug it.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome here into Firebirds Fieldhouse Chapman Arena here on the Holy Ghost Prep campus. We had some technical difficulties, but we are back here with the game between the Firebirds and the visiting Souderton Indians. I'm David Shabansky, along here with Tommy Palermo and James McKenna. So guys, take it away. We had some technical difficulties, but the Firebirds are winning, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, and early on in this fourth quarter, the Firebirds took a red-hot start. Huge plays by Chris Cada and Jack McDermott. Chris Cada had an excellent and one, as you guys probably saw, but looking like a great Ghost game right now.
Yeah, to start the game, Holy Ghost, Jack McDermott and Chris Cada had 9 points off the fast break, so they're looking at.
So let's talk a little bit about Holy Ghost. We haven't been in this arena in a while. At least we haven't as commentators or really as fans or spectators. Of course, the team has been practicing both the JV and the varsity team. But it's been 4 weeks, exactly 28 days since we have been here in this arena. The last game was against Executive Education Charter School when they were home, the last home game, and they won convincingly there. There's Jack McDermott, and that will miss. And going the other way are the Firebirds. So guys, like I said earlier, technical difficulties are now resolved. James JV, they showed that game here on the YouTube channel. JV lost a close game.
Yes, they did.
3. And that's off as the Indians were grabbed the other way. The Souderton Indians are in the red, Holy Ghost in the home whites.
Holy Ghost, I believe, is 8-4. They've lost 4 of their last 5. They could get back in the win column.
Yeah, it was a tough road trip going, as you said, James, losing 4 of 5. Last game was a loss in the Chamonix, 57-44. The game was played at Maple Point. They had some problems in the Chamonix High School getting that game going.
Yes.
Holy Ghost looking to bounce back with a win here. And Souderton's season so far hasn't been the best for them.
Yeah, it hasn't. They've had some trouble. JV team, Souderton, talked about them. They also had some trouble as well. They were, unfortunately for us, able to beat the JV team, but hopefully it'll be different. 9-point lead right now for the Firebirds. Taking it down the other way is Jack McDermott. Right now out of the floor, looks like Aiden Graham is out there along with Chris Cada. There's a 3 from Jack McDermott, and it goes in for the Firebirds. And just like that, it's a 12-point lead. Taking it the other way is Sean Purvey.
Jack McDermott has really been on fire thus far in the first quarter.
The ball was tipped by Chris Cada. All the way down, the Cada goes to the rim, and he'll score. The easy layup. Holy Ghost with a 14-point lead. Now taking it back the other way is Sean Purvey, sophomore guard for the Indians. Passes it over. Thinking about a 3 there was Chris Townsend. There's a 3 there, and it misses. That 3 was taken by Evan Coltzer, senior guard. Now taken the other way by Holy Ghost. There goes Jack McDermott underneath to Ryan O'Hara, as Tommy said, and unfortunately a miss. Rebounded the other way for Evan Kutzler. And that's tipped, taken now the other way by Aiden Graham and the Firebirds, giving off to Jack McDermott. Back underneath to Ryan O'Hara, back to Aiden Graham.
Back to Mel Lindsay. To the corner, Jack McDermott.
Didn't take the shot. Back in the hands of Aiden Graham, who looked like he was traveled. Was it a travel? Timeout. Would have been timeout. Let's see.
Looks like travel.
Travel. Yeah. So 46.6 seconds left here in the first. We are in a different spot. We were going to be on the stage once again today. We are now back in the office room here at the Chapman Arena. It's a little bit different for us, but we'll make it work. Hopefully for the next game we'll get that fixed. Evan Kutzler now with the ball. There's a 3 that was shot by Dylan Hollick, and it's missed. Ryan O'Hara with the rebound, and now going the other way is Holy Ghost. With 30 seconds left here in the first, still a 14-point lead for the Firebirds.
Looks as if they're going to hold till 1.
Shane Riley now in the game.
Over to Jack McDermott. Back over to Shane Riley.
Shane Riley working. Back to Aiden Graham. Passing the ball around here a little bit.
Less than 10 seconds left here in the first. Underneath.
Tough layup from Mel Lindsay. Back up.
And there we go, Mel Lindsay. And that will end the first period with a 22, I believe, to 6 lead. Did they count that? I believe it should have counted.
Yes, it is.
We'll see here. There we go. So up to a 16-point lead now for the Holy Ghost Prep Firebirds. So I guess we'll talk about something different here. So Tommy, you're a Giants fan, so it really doesn't matter to you what the Eagles do. James, you like the Eagles,
I'm
right?
an Eagles fan, correct.
So the Eagles trade quarterback Carson Wentz, as I like to consider, was a pretty crappy trade for the Eagles. They didn't get much back. What's your initial reaction? Then I guess we'll hear from Tommy as a Giants fan, what that matters. But quick reaction to Carson Wentz being traded.
I saw that the Colts needed a quarterback. They got the guy that they wanted. I think they should have went for a first round pick. Well, they did, but it was conditional one. If they don't get the first round pick, it was definitely not worth it. What were your thoughts on it?
Well, Tommy, from a Giants perspective.
I mean, from a Giants perspective, I think the Eagles completely botched Carson Wentz's entire.
That is true.
beginning
I
of
agree
his
with
career.
you.
I think he's going to actually succeed in Indianapolis, and
Okay.
I think putting
I
him
agree.
behind one of the best O-lines in football and the weapons he has in Indianapolis, I think he can really be special.
Yeah, I mean, I think he has a really good chance of doing something good with Indianapolis. So the Eagles, I'm assuming, will go with Jalen Hurts as their starting quarterback. Looks like the Eagles may be heading into rebuild mode once again. So that's good for the Giants.
Yeah, Giants have been in rebuild mode for a while.
Let us know what you think about it here in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe here to the channel. As you said earlier, Father Dan's Masses for basketball games and hockey games as well. That's underneath.
Great
And
steal by Aiden Graham.
that was Alex Smith for Souderton. Now it's taken the other way. Pass on to Liam Huey.
Spin move by Liam Huey under the net, Mel,
Now
and he gets fouled.
was fouled. Yeah.
Good play by Mel Lindsay using the body there.
Yeah, we talked about it before we went on kind of that hiatus from us commentating games. Mel Lindsay was really starting to put something well together, and it seems like he's doing that once again here at home.
Firebirds still undefeated at home.
Yeah, the Firebirds have done very good things at home. 7-0 here in this building. Again, we said 1-4 on the last road trip. There were some tough losses in there as well. JV team also wasn't great on the road. But now coming back home, hopefully the varsity team can pick up the pieces of the JV team left just a little bit earlier and get a win here for the Firebirds. One free throw made there by Mel Lindsay. And now going the other way is Dylan Hollick for the Indians. Back over to Chris Towson. Towson passes off to Evan Kutzler. Kutzler now back out to James Blair. Blair passes it back out to beyond the three to Chris Towson. A little bit more than 7 minutes left here in the second quarter. Back underneath. Gets it to, that's Alex Smith who makes the two. And that was the first points that Souderton was able to pick up in a little while. They were stuck at 6 points.
Drought.
It was a drought. The head coach for the Indians is Tim Brown. Of course, Tony Chapman for the Firebirds, approaching 900 wins still. Hopefully he will get there this season. 8-4 right now is the varsity's overall record. A little bit over 7 minutes left here in the second quarter. So, we'll talk about sports all around here. I don't know if you guys are hockey guys. I like hockey. I thoroughly enjoy hockey. Flyers tomorrow going to Lakeville. They're in Lake Tahoe today. They have two really good games there. The Las Vegas Golden Knights playing the Colorado Avalanche today, and then tomorrow it's the Flyers against the hated Bruins and Brad Marchand. And again, one of our alums is why am I blanking on his name? Jones. Yeah, not Nolan. Nolan's baseball. Peyton Jones is one of the backup goalies right now for the Colorado Avalanche. Maybe we'll get in the game. I believe that game starts off at 3 o'clock today. Again, the Avalanche against the Knights. Souderton here is 2-10 on the season, the varsity squad. Pass out there to Chris Cada. Now back in the corner, Shane Riley for 3, and just off. Rebound was taken by Alex Smith. Going the other way now are the Indians, trying to get some points here as they trail by 15 here early in the second period. Let's back out to Chris Towson. Passes it back underneath. Never mind. Pass back out to Dylan Hollick. Now once again there's Evan Kutzler. Really passing the ball around here is Souderton. Holy Ghost trying to get a tip and take it the other way. There's a 3 in the corner by Sean Purvey. It was a missed rebound by Mel Lindsay.
Chris Cada takes it up the middle.
Chris Cato always playing with that energy. Passes it underneath there to Mel Lindsay. Now to the corner. That's Shane Riley. And it misses once again for Riley. Good rebound there by Aiden Graham, but it's tipped by Dylan Hollick into the crowd. We were talking about the JV game when I was outside with a couple different parents that were waiting to get into the varsity game. How both benches have been really loud, like both teams' benches. I mean, always Holy Ghost is loud, especially when they're home here. But both benches have been really loud, which was fun to see, especially in the JV game. Maybe James, you're a part of getting the JV Firebirds route up there on the bench.
Yeah, a little bit. I can help when they need me to. But mostly the players do all the talking.
Yeah. Ball is in the hands, was in the hands of Jack McDermott. Chris Cato lost it. And now going the other way is Sean Purdy underneath. Loses it, and it will stay with the Souderton Indians. Looked like Liam Huey and both Jack McDermott, they wanted the ball to go the other way, of course, for the Firebirds. But that was not the case. Checking back in, James Blair for the Indians. Blair, a sophomore guard. Back out in the corner, there's Dylan Hollick for three, and it misses. Good rebound by Ryan O'Hara to Chris Cato.
They love to shoot the three, this team. They shot many early.
Chris Cato from 3.
And it misses. Cato's on the ground. Look for a foul. Did not get it. Now going the other way is James Blair. He gets checked up there. Back underneath the basket in the paint to Paul Vince. Goes back out now to Sean Purvey. Now holding it is Blair. Blair passes it back out to Hollick. Hollick being heavily guarded by Liam Huey. Now the ball is back in the hands of Sean Purvey, who loses it a little bit from Chris Cato. It was kicked. Purvey picks it back up with just under 5 minutes left here in the second. Ball is back in the hands of James Blair, just checked in about a minute ago. Underneath the basket to the big center, Chase Sheeran. Now trying to get underneath is Purvey. Passing it back out there was the Indians trying to get a shot off. The shot is off, and it was made by, looks like Alex Smith, who will make the 2 there for Souderton. And now it's down to a 13-point lead for the Firebirds.
Good shot there.
Riley passed it cross court to McDermott. It was tipped back out to Huey. Now to Cato. Now to Riley. Looking for a good shot here. Shane Riley dribbles near the basket. Back out for three for McDermott. And it misses. Ghost is in a real need of making a 3. They've shot a good amount. Haven't made it. Traveling violation there from Chris Cato. Checking into the game now will be Tyler Schmidt. We'll check in for Chris Cato. And timeout has been called. Looks like it was Holy Ghost Prep who did call that timeout.
Back to talking about football. Alex Smith, comeback player of the year.
Alex, that's very
also
good.
Player on Souderton High School basketball team.
I like that, Tommy. That was pretty good. Alex Smith playing for the Washington football team. Is he signed under contract for next year?
I'm not sure, but he was the comeback player of the year.
He was.
Impressive story.
Yeah, good story. Yeah, I've seen a lot of things. ESPN put a lot of stuff out about his leg and thought that he may never even walk again. May even not survive that injury that he had. What was that, 2018?
Yeah, it got infected.
Yeah, it got infected. Yeah, that was true. And he came back, and you saw, I know in one of the last games that the Eagles played the almost called the Redskins football team, and then the last couple games that they played in the playoffs against Buccaneers, right? They played in the playoffs, I think. You saw that he was, having a cast, but it's great that he was able to come back from that and have a pretty solid season.
And in that game, you saw Trevor Heineke.
Now what? Yeah, Trevor Heineke. I think the football team re-signed him.
They did, yes.
Yeah. Underneath the basket, dribbling there is Dylan Hollick. He was fouled. Coach Chapman a little bit angry at his players there for that foul. He's angry at those players, or angry at the refs. It looked like a foul though to me.
Looks like it was on the floor, so no shots.
And no shots. Tipped there by Tyler Schmidt, but it stays with the Souderton Indians.
Oh no, it's going the other way.
Oh, it's going the other way. You're right, my bad. I thought the referee tipped that it was going. Okay, my bad.
We have a bit of a blocked view.
Yeah, there is a blocked view here. We had to change our course. Shane Riley now with the ball. Back out to Jack McDermott. Also in the game looks like it's Tyler Schmidt, Ryan O'Hara, and Liam Huey. Jack McDermott now to Shane Riley. Another three, and it just misses. Riley
Great rebound by O'Hara, and he gets fouled.
Yeah, really good rebound there by Ryan O'Hara.
Great hustle there by O'Hara. Shane Riley loves the three. It's a little cold right now, but he'll keep shooting.
Shane Riley really has, for the other part of the season, have been great from three, and even had an article written about him
I saw that.
in the Holy Ghost Prep website.
Yeah, something like that. I think, was it the Ben Salem Times or something like that? I would
Yeah,
check the
yeah.
article out. It's on the Twitter page. That was made by Ryan O'Hara. Checking in now to the game is Dylan Sheed. He'll take over for Shane Riley. One more shot coming up here for Ryan O'Hara. Trying to make it a 15-point lead for the Firebirds. Go check out HGP Athletics Twitter, which was created just a little bit ago, as well as the basketball Twitter for information keeping you up to date with the latest going on here in the Firebird land, if you will. Taking it the other way now is Dylan Hollick after the second missed free throw. Well, the first missed free throw and the second shot by Ryan O'Hara.
Is that foul on McDermott?
Yeah, the foul is on Jack McDermott. It was a floor foul, so no two shots here for Souderton. In the game for Holy Ghost now checking in is Aiden Graham. He'll take over for Jack McDermott. In the game for Souderton is Chase Sheeran, Chris Towson, as well as Dylan Hollick. Ball is in the hands right now of Chris Towson. Gets the ball back out beyond the three, being heavily guarded by Aiden Graham. That was Evan Kutzler. Now driving is Hervey. He'll shoot the two, but he's blocked by Liam Huey, who now has it going the other way. Huey passes it to Dylan Sheed in the paint underneath. There, back out to Huey for three, and it misses. Tripping there a little bit was Aiden Graham, but he was able to get the rebound. And now Holy Ghost will settle it down here. Ryan O'Hara out to Aiden Graham. A little bit less than 3 minutes left here in the second. It's a nice, comfortable 14-point lead so far for the Firebirds. They look to get their 9th win on the season. Liam Huey tried to shoot there. He was blocked and looked like he was fouled.
Looks like it's going to be a jump ball here.
Jump ball.
It is a jump ball. Sorry, I thought he was fouled. It will be a jump ball.
And it's going to stay with the Firebirds.
Okay, he was fouled. Yes, he was fouled. Dylan Sheed to Ryan O'Hara, and Ryan O'Hara makes the two. Up to a 16-point lead now for the Firebirds. Dylan Hollick takes the ball up. Looked like he was going to go for three. Back out to Evan Kutzler, who shoots for two. Was heavily guarded there by Ryan O'Hara, who battles for the ball with Alex Smith.
Foul.
O'Hara was unsuccessful, it would appear. Going to inbound the ball will be James Blair. In the game for your Firebirds is Liam Huey, Dylan Sheed.
Mel Lindsay checks in now.
It looks like Mel Lindsay will check in for Ryan O'Hara, who just committed that foul. So now it's Sheed, Huey, Mel Lindsay, and Tyler Schmidt out there with Aiden Graham. Has been in the game now for a little bit.
Looks like it'll be out on Schmidt.
5 fouls now committed for the Firebirds. 4 fouls for the counterpart in the Indians. Ball's in the hands of James Blair, and he quickly passes to Chris Towson, being guarded by Dylan Sheed. Now the ball looks like he was going to take a three. Was Blair. He ends up popping for a mid-range two air ball. The ball was picked up by Alex Smith, but he hit the ball. It went off against Liam Huey. The last one to touch it, looks like it was
Alex Smith.
It was, yeah. Was it Alex Smith?
Yes.
Looks like it was. So Holy Ghost will have the ball. Dylan Sheed to Tyler Schmidt. Throws it underneath to Liam Huey.
Great finish by Liam Huey, and even better pass by Tyler Schmidt.
Huey's been doing it all here, pretty much really. Him and Jack McDermott going the other way now. Will be for the Firebirds. 18-point lead for the Firebirds. Right now it was about 13 a minute or so ago to 18 now.
Souderton going for the press strategy. Last possession, looks like they are farther back this time.
Yeah, I mean, they got to try to do something here. Not that Holy Ghost is scoring a bunch of points, but they do have 28, and I mean, the other team, the Indians, have 10 right now. Tyler Schmidt has the ball. Mel Lindsay back out to Tyler Schmidt. Schmidt drives towards the basket underneath in the paint for the layup for Tyler Schmidt. Now a 20-point lead. Dylan Holland takes the ball up. Chris Townsend underneath the basket, and rebound was picked up by Dylan Sheed, but apparently it went off of Dylan Sheed. Going to rebound here for the Indians will be Evan Kutzler. They're going to pass out to Chris Townsend. It's beyond three, being guarded by Aiden Graham. Back out to Kutzler. Now wants to calm things down here with 60 seconds left here in the second. He passes it back out to Chris Townsend. Takes the three. Now back out to Chris Townsend. Looks to be drive, but pretty much Holy Ghost playing a good job at defense here. Mel Lindsay. A little bit of a pick there set. Ball is still in the hands of Dylan Holland.
Taken the other way by Liam Huey.
Other way, Huey finishes for a good layup for Dylan Huey. Dylan Huey, what am I saying? Liam Huey. It's now a 22-point lead for your Firebirds with 30 seconds left here in the second. Being fouled there was Sean Purvey, and he will not only just get the basket, also go to the line, shoot an extra one. Souderton will try to get the Holy Ghost Prep lead below 20. Now checking in to the game will be Ryan Coulihan. He'll check in for Liam Huey. Shane Riley will check in for Dylan Sheed.
Speaking of Shane Riley,
Chris Cada will check in for Aiden Graham. One more substitution here. Coach Chapman has us all over the place here with these names. Go ahead, Tommy. What were you going to say?
oh yeah, speaking of Shane Riley, one player that he really reminds me of is Spurs legend Manu Ginobili. Both left-handed.
Free throw is made by Purvey. It's now a 19-point lead. Schmidt will inbound the ball here to Chris Cato, who's back in the game. So Manu, I'm just going to call Manu. Spurs, they're doing pretty. Now, are they doing good this season?
They're young teams, so they're like mediocre,
Yeah.
I would say.
Sixers are doing good. Joel Embiid, 50 points last night. Chris Cato to Shane Riley.
That was a career high for them.
Mel Lindsay. If there was fans in that building, it was going to go electric.
They were.
Tyler Schmidt underneath to Mel Lindsay. He's being double teamed. Back up to Shane Riley for the shot. It was blocked by Sean Purvey. And that will do it here for the half. 32-13 lead for the Firebirds. I would say a pretty good half.
Yeah.
Once we got the technical difficulties figured out, so far it's so good. Well, 10 minutes. We'll be back here in just a few in the Chapman Arena. Keep your finger. Well, not keep your finger. Keep watching here on the Holy Ghost Prep YouTube channel.
All three of our sons, each one of them did three different things. You know, one of them was a swimmer, another one was into track, another one is playing lacrosse. But there are so many other programs, whether it's the fine arts, whether it's the debate team, the forensic team. There's just something for everybody at Holy Ghost. And then for us also, it's the factor of religion and building that base, that foundation, ethics, integrity, all of this comes through at Holy Ghost. And it's something that we have seen in each one of our three children.
Definitely the small environment is what captured my older son's interest. We had moved from out of state and he was only in a school for a short period of time and was intimidated by the size of the big high school, Pennsbury High School. So we did an open house here, and I think from that moment it really inspired him to want to come here. And we looked at other schools as well, but it all came back to Holy Ghost.
There was one common theme, actually multiple common themes, that came from Holy Ghost. The first is confidence, right? If you look at our sons and the way they communicate, the way they articulate their thoughts, and their ability to now speak in large crowds. Prior to coming to Holy Ghost Prep, I never would have imagined that they have the confidence that they have today.
For each one of them, especially my oldest son, I always come back because he was the first son that came here. He definitely came out of his shell. He wanted to be part of something bigger than him. He wanted to be involved. He made friends that he would never have made, and he had friends that he still keeps in touch with, and he's graduated from college.
Holy Ghost recommends or even requires that each of their students spend time in their community.
Coming to Holy Ghost Prep, they were given various opportunities to explore where they might excel or where they might really feel that there's a need for volunteering, especially even with my younger son. He became part of peer ministry, he did service trips, and he's the youngest, so I kind of feel like he was always following what his older brothers were doing, but he branched out and he did his own thing.
It's an acceptable practice that kids work to almost compete against each other in the good that they're doing in the community.
All day and all night, my eyes are open. All day and all night, I've been going. All day
And you get a picture
all
of the
night.
family.
We
You'll
stay
be
up, we
introduced to
stay
all of the
on.
members of our
All
faculty
day
and staff.
all night.
Of course, welcome to the class of 2025.
Well, I don't know just where I've been. Same clothes on my back again. And if you see
All right, so we are back here. Less than 2 minutes until we resume for the third quarter. So again, a Monday night we found out will be senior night. I believe they're playing Chester. Let me check that. Chester. It is Chester on Monday night. So we'll have that for you here, and we should have the better mics set up again. We had technical difficulties in the beginning and throughout the entire JV team, or JV game, I should say. There wasn't any audio as far as I know. It was like a static. But we'll have that fixed for Monday night, and we'll have that ready for senior night. So if it is a little staticky, it is a little echoey, we do apologize, but hopefully it's good enough to where you can at least get the gist of what we're speaking about here. 32-13 lead here for the Firebirds. Make sure, I know Tommy, we were talking about it last time, to like and subscribe to the Holy Ghost Prep YouTube channel. Not just for athletic games, of course, it's a big part of it, but also Father Dan's Masses. There's a bunch of different other videos about just school and academic-wise as well. So make sure to subscribe while you're here, like, and I believe there is even a comment section if you want to put out some Go Firebirds in the comment section. Feel free to do that. But looks like we're just about to get underway.
How about Father Dan's electric homily at Ash Wednesday Mass?
That what? And yeah, I believe you can go back and watch the Ash Wednesday Mass. So of course, due to COVID, if you didn't make it to Mass for some reason, you can check it out. We do have that live stream as well here on the channel. So a bunch of live streams, bunch of videos that you can check out here. I believe we're also close to 500 subscribers.
Wow,
so that's
really?
something. That's an accomplishment. I think when we started, we were close. Well, when I know the channel, of course, the channel has kind of been birthed over this COVID time. I think we were around 80, but we've grown here on the channel. Of course, more basketball games, like we said, Monday will be senior night against Chester. And, of course, the Firebirds, as we said, were away for 28 straight days, and now they're back here. So we'll have a couple home games coming up for you this week. Starts with the ball in the hands of the Indians. And that is Dylan Hollick, who is in control. The ball back out to Sean Purvey. Purvey leads the scoring for the Indians with 7 points. Kevin Kutzler. Now back out to Purvey. Purvey gives it to Kutzler, who's in the corner. Now Purvey goes underneath the basket. Watch him here in the second half. Underneath to Paul Vince. And there's a three. I believe it was a three? By Evan Kutzler. It was a two. Evan Kutzler makes the two. And now Jack McDermott the other way again. It's a little bit difficult to see from where we are if it is a two or three, especially the other way. Liam Huey gives the ball to Jack McDermott. Underneath the basket to Shane Riley. Double team there was Ryan O'Hara, but he's able to get the ball out to Jack McDermott, who is now storming the other way. Chris Cada. Now pass it out to Shane Riley. Underneath to Ryan O'Hara. Gets it back out beyond the three to Chris Cada, being heavily guarded there by Dylan Hollick. Cada to O'Hara. O'Hara to Shane Riley. Now that was put up there by Ryan O'Hara, who's missed. Evan Kutzler now takes it the other way. Kutzler made a bad pass there. Was looking for Sean Purvey, and it was missed. Those two looking to get back on the same page, and now Holy Ghost will get the ball back. Jack McDermott after the rebound by Chris Cada. Not the rebound, the inbound by Chris Cada. Chris Cada now has the ball. Liam Huey is in the corner, being guarded by Evan Kutzler. Now back out to Jack McDermott. McDermott goes underneath the basket, drives to the paint. Good layup there by Jack McDermott.
He has 9.
Yeah, McDermott up to 9. Senior guard, having himself a really good game today against Souderton. Evan Kutzler now with the ball. Paul Vince now in the hands of Dylan Hollick. Now Evan Kutzler again trying to get play going here. 6 minutes left here in the third. Sean Purvey, leading scorer for the Indians, has it. Now gives it out to Paul Vince, being guarded by Shane Riley. Now the Holy Ghost bench trying to get some defense chance going. Purvey being guarded, and Liam Huey pick up the foul against Purvey. The first foul, as James said, first foul, of course, is for the team. For the Firebirds, first foul for Liam Huey. It was a floor foul. No 2 shots for the Indians. Inbounded. Good interception there from Shane Riley, who has it the other way. Riley pass out to Jack McDermott. Now to Liam Huey. Gets it out there in the corner. Back underneath to Liam Huey, who goes up but is able to pick up the foul. Evan Kutzler gets the foul for the Indians, and now Huey will go to the line to shoot 2. Huey with 4 points, looking to pick up 2 more to make it 6. Shooting 2 here is Huey. Tony Chapman, coach for your Firebirds. Can't see it now, but somebody's able to see it. His number up in the rafters. We're looking directly at that here in the office.
Yes, we are.
First shot made by Huey.
How many wins is Coach Chapman at now?
I believe it's 895, 890. No, maybe 896.
That sounds right.
896 is the number. Yeah, 896.
Oh, but to make that 897.
Huey misses the second one. Good rebound by Shane Riley, who puts it up for 2.
Fun fact about Shane Riley: his PlayStation username is SP Riley.
So I'm assuming you play PlayStation with Shane.
Yes, all the time.
All right, PlayStation is better than Xbox.
Yeah, Shane Riley's a huge fan of NHL.
NHL, I love NHL. Good shell.
Yeah, he's a huge shell player.
Yeah, you got to be the defenseman, the enforcer defenseman.
Yeah,
That's
the
what we're
enforcer
going
defenseman.
Yeah.
Me and Jamel Lindsay play 2K a lot, so we're
There
not
you go.
big NHL fans.
See, I like 2K, but 2K is a little glitchy sometimes.
It can be.
I'm a
2K
FIFA guy
is a little
myself.
glitchy. Oh, no, I'm not. Soccer, no.
MLB The Show?
You
UEFA
the show.
Champions
I
League
play
happening
MLB.
right now.
MLB The Show. Baseball is my main sport, but hockey is my second, and I enjoy basketball and football as well. But yeah, MLB The Show. I like all sports games except for FIFA. I can't get into FIFA.
FIFA's the best.
Well, see, I hate soccer, so I'm sorry if I offend anybody else.
I'm not a big soccer
Soccer's.
fan myself.
I mean, Holy Ghost soccer I'll watch. And I like the women's USA soccer. It's really fun soccer.
I'm a huge soccer fan personally.
I know you talk about it. That's good. What's your team? Is it European team?
Yeah, I got a couple teams. My main team is Barca.
Barca.
Barca
Okay.
fan. I have a cousin.
All
Shout
right.
out. Lives in Barcelona, or used to live in Barcelona.
There you go.
And I also like Tottenham.
Tottenham. I have no idea who they are. Paul Vince now has the ball
I'm a Crystal
for the
Palace.
Indians. Passes it back out to Sean Purvey. Purvey has the ball. Now back out to Kutzler. Back in the hands of Paul Vince. Vince gives it up to Chris Townsend. And
Shane Riley
that was
takes it
missed.
back.
Shane Riley.
Fast break. Back to Liam Huey. Hard layup.
Huey.
And he gets fouled.
It's the foul. I'm not sure who the foul is on. There was a couple guys in there. Paul Vince.
Even may have been Evan Kutzler.
Yeah, may have been Kutzler. Chase Sheeran was also there, big number 30. Junior center. Mr. Bessler did say who was there, but I couldn't exactly hear him. Liam Huey will shoot his first. Huey up to 5 points, looking to make it 6. He does. Huey looking for his 7th point. Second free throw here, trying to make it 39 points overall for the Firebirds. Misses the second again. Good rebound, though, by Ryan O'Hara. Huey. Ryan O'Hara now underneath, being heavily guarded by Chase Sheeran. He's able to get the ball back out to Chris Cada. He's played a lot in this game.
Yeah, he started that.
Yeah, I think he did. Shane Riley now has the ball beyond the 3. He's being guarded by Evan Kutzler. Now the ball is underneath to Ryan O'Hara. Good layup by Ryan O'Hara.
It's going to make the Firebirds have a 25-point lead. Really,
I believe it's a 21 or 26 point lead. I think it should be 41. I think it should be. I thought it was 39 after. Oh no, Huey missed the light. That is true. See, I was giving Liam an extra point. He'll like me. Purvey has the ball underneath the basket. Now I'll pass out to Chris Townsend. Townsend, there's a 3, and it misses. A 3 was taken by Kutzler. Good rebound there by Ryan O'Hara. Gives it off to Jack McDermott. Huey's in the corner. Storming down the court was McDermott. Now Liam Huey with it. It was tipped. McDermott is able to keep it alive for the Firebirds.
3 from Riley.
And there's a 3 by Shane Riley.
And the ball hits us in the office.
If there was no window here, we were being hit by the ball. That was correct. The 3 did not count. Again, it's a difficult advantage point at some parts for us to see here. It looks like that either there was a foul involved. Yeah, there was a foul involved. Ryan O'Hara inbounds. And now Chris Cada lost the ball. And picking it up now are the Indians. And Evan Kutzler has another point here. Picks up 2. Now Let's say 23-point lead here for the Firebirds. Jack McDermott trying to calm it down here, trying to get the Firebirds to their 9th win on the season. You're midway through the 3rd. There's a 3, it misses, and the rebound is picked up by Sean Purby. Purby now has it the other way, going up for the 2 and being fouled. That is Paul Vince, who will now go to the line, I believe, for 2. Vince is on the ground, slow to get up. I don't know if he hit his head, maybe? I don't know. It looks like he's holding on to something down there. Hopefully he's okay.
Trainer out.
That was on Shane Riley.
Shane Riley commits the foul.
Hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, hopefully he is okay. Still down on the ground is Paul Vince.
Looks like he's getting back up here.
Looks like he's going to get back up.
Shout out to Holy Ghost Prep trainer Jeff, as you were saying.
Yeah, doing a really good job. Always got to be careful with any type of hard injuries that are going to the floor. Paul Vince is up.
That's good to see him walking off.
On his own power, yeah. Looks like he'll, go to the bench here, of course. Dylan Hollick looks like he'll check in for Vince. He will take a seat on the bench. In the game for the Firebirds is Huey, McDermott, Cada, Riley, and O'Hara.
Liam Huey, just talk about him for a little bit. I have been seeing him all the time at Ghost.
Okay.
Getting some work in early before school, around like 6 a.m. The lacrosse team has lifts. I oftentimes see Huey, and
Liam's been having a really good season. We've been really honored to watch a lot of these home games because they've been offensive power for the Firebirds. It really has been, and it's been nice to see Huey having a great season. Jack McDermott having a really good season. All the starters having a really good season. Ryan O'Hara.
And even some of the 6 men having great seasons
as
well.
Mel Lindsay. Big sophomore, playing on the varsity team. Good tip. And O'Hara lost the ball there, and now it goes the other way. Evan Kutzler has it now for the Indians, trying to drive and get some points. And he is fouled, I believe, by Liam Huey.
Did not like the call there.
Yeah, Huey was a little frustrated with that call. It is a 4th foul. Checking in will be Aiden Graham and Mel Lindsay. Graham will check in for Cada, and Lindsay will check in for Liam Huey. 22-point lead here for the Firebirds. And in just about a half an hour, we talked about it earlier, the Colorado Avalanche, Peyton Jones, and the Vegas Golden Knights will be playing.
Yeah, Peyton Jones.
That should be fun to see.
Andrew Jones Jr.
Yeah, we're in his class. Andrew. Me and Tommy. Jason Bonnet checks into the game for the first time. Kutzler has the ball back out to a 3 for Chris Townsend, who just misses. And will go out, and it will stay with the Souderton High School Indians. So Andrew, maybe they're watching. Peyton, of course, getting ready. Backup goalie, I believe. And Nolan getting ready for spring training. Baseball. Getting started up here. Indians, third baseman. I think they're playing him a little bit in the outfield, though. I think I saw somewhere. So good luck to him, and good luck to Peyton as well today.
Now back to the Souderton Indians.
Souderton Indians. Yeah, I believe the Cleveland Indians are changing their name. Underneath that is foul. I believe right now I don't know if they're still called the Indians or just the baseball team. I haven't really heard too much about that.
The baseball team, Washington football team, who knows?
Yeah, it's sometimes different with the way they change names, but I don't know what they're going to go with this season. We'll have to see how that transpires.
The Holy Ghost Firebirds will never change their name.
That is true. Jason Bonnet at the line for 2. He makes the first one, trying to get it to a 20-point lead here for the Firebirds. He's the lead by 21 right now. Bonnet is a junior guard for the Indians. He'll shoot a second, and he makes it. Liam Huey will check back in, just check back out. Now checks back in for Ryan O'Hara. So baseball getting ready to get started a little bit. I know, Tommy, you're a Yankees fan. We go for a lot out of the Yankees. I'm a Phillies fan, I think, James.
I'm a Phillies fan.
Yeah. We'll see. Yankees have a good squad. I think the Phillies have an underrated squad as well. Mets signed Tyler Walker yesterday. Unfortunately for the Phillies, I would have liked to have seen him in a Phillies uniform. They do, but I think they made some good moves. Archie Bradley, Jose Alvarado picked up Chase Anderson, who was just introduced today, I believe, to the Phillies media, as well as Matt Moore, who's trying to come back from Japan. He at one time was a top prospect for the Tampa Bay Rays.
Now, Holy Ghost here. 2 days of snow.
Holy Ghost,
before
yeah.
Today.
Yep. Game was supposed to be on Thursday.
Yeah,
This game.
could those 2 days of rest
Or
and
the
online
three,
school,
and it's drilled.
could those 2 days of rest and online school have helped Holy Ghost
I don't know.
win this game today?
Chris
A lot of
Townsend.
speed.
Chris Townsend makes the three. Holy Ghost needs this win here desperately. But yeah, this game was supposed to be on Thursday, postponed due to snow. To today, Mel Lindsay back out to Aiden Graham. 17-point lead here for the Fires, being heavily guarded by the Indians. They need to stop here. Mel Lindsay, they need a lot of stops. Mel Lindsay back out to Aiden Graham. Firebirds holding on, maybe just for one more here. Left in the third. It's really a pass around right now. Jack McDermott has the ball. Back to Liam Huey. Now Aiden Graham beyond the three. Now let's back out to McDermott. Mel Lindsay is underneath the basket. Maybe watch for him here. Aiden Graham, once again, it's like just having a catch.
Really no rush to
With
put
the
up a
beach
shot
ball.
here.
McDermott, 15 seconds left. Underneath the basket is Mel Lindsay. Now Liam Huey shifts underneath the basket. Now guarding up here. Liam Huey makes the two.
Excellent hezzy by Jack McDermott there.
Liam Huey, 42nd point for the Firebirds. Quickly down the other way is Evan Putzler. He may have to shoot this here for three. And it just misses. Thank you that just missed. And it's a 19-point lead here for your Firebirds as we're about to head into the fourth. Firebirds looking good so far. Good amount of spectators here today in attendance as well. All players, I believe, are able to have two parents or two guardians here. So it's good to see a good amount of people here in the stands. And also the just sports in general. Fans, looks like they should be returning soon. And, you know, we don't talk about it enough, but really, at least the way I look at it, fans make up a lot of sports games. Yeah. Without fans, and some sports are difficult to watch without fans, and you know, but fans are what makes a lot of these games, and it's great to have, you know, some of them in here in Chapman Arena, and you know, some other teams have had some live streams and there have been no fans, but you know, it's sports and they're enjoyable to watch for the most part, so we'll see what happens. But good to have a good crowd on hand here. Souderton has a good amount of fans, but the Firebirds getting the final say.
Speaking of fans, March Madness coming up soon.
March Madness. I'm not a big college basketball guy.
I mean, but everyone loves March Madness.
I'm not a big college basketball guy. I mean, I root for Villanova, but not a huge college basketball guy.
College basketball, got to root for University of Rhode Island.
University of Rhode Island.
Yeah.
Real.
My dad played football there.
Okay. Are they? They're not big in the tournament, are they?
No, they're pretty big.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember them.
They're pretty good.
All right. Souderton Indians coming into this game 2-10. Firebirds coming into this game 8-4. Looking for their 9th win. Undefeated at home, 7-0. Trying to go to 8-0. Aiden Graham has the ball to start the fourth quarter. Hopefully no overtime in this one. It was overtime in JV. If you're just joining us, a little bit of technical difficulties in the beginning of the game. Working on a little bit of a different mic. But we'll get our normal mics back as we used for the last game, the good mics back on Monday for senior night against Chester. You're going to want to join us. Here, Shane Riley has the ball back out to Aiden Graham. Graham being heavily guarded. Shane Riley fakes now, drives under the basket. Good move by Shane Riley, and he
Great
makes
finish as well.
Shane Riley.
Who I earlier compared to Manu Ginobili, really showing the comparison there.
It was a little cold on the three there, but he's had himself a good second half. Ball right now in the hands of Chris Townsend. Now back out to Levy John, number 1. First time he's checked into the game. There's a three. That was by Jason Bonnet. It misses. Rebound by Shane Riley. Aiden Graham. Firebirds in no particular hurry. Tyler Schmidt, Mel Lindsay in the game. Along, as I said, with Aiden Graham, Shane Riley, and Liam Huey.
Aiden Graham really playing a lot in this game.
Yeah, and Chris Cato is on in the game now. Probably see him check in a little bit here. Liam Huey playing a lot here in this game. Good. Able to stay with it was Huey. He keeps it, but he's fouled. He was either fouled there by James Blair or Levy John, as I said, who just checked into the game for the first time here in the fourth. John is a junior guard.
And that's going to be checking in.
Somebody checked out there. Looks like Jason Bonnet.
That's going to be Devang Bandari checking in, number 5 for Souderton.
Yeah, that's the first time Bandari has been in this game. Tyler Schmidt.
He had a good JV game today.
Had the ball. Okay, so he is one of the who play both.
Yes.
Okay.
He had 15, I believe.
All right, Shane Riley drives into the paint. Riley trips. Hard tumble. Mel Lindsay had the ball. Pass back out to Aiden Graham. Graham going to work here against James Blair. And I don't know what that was. Was that a travel? I didn't see it
No,
there.
I think the ball went out of bounds.
Okay, it did go out of bounds. Okay, I was looking down at my stat sheet. I wasn't able to exactly see that. Ball is now in the hands of Sean Purvey. He's had himself a really good game. At halftime, he was at 7. I believe he's at either 9 or 11. I believe 9 right now for Purvey. 23 points in total for the Indians. Ball's in the hands of Bandari right now. Bandari drives, being guarded by Riley. Now back out to Levy John. John passes it to Purvey. Purvey seems to be the go-to man here for the Indians. We try to just inch into this game as they trail right now by 21. Purvey with the ball, going to work, drives underneath the basket. Good tip there by Mel Lindsay, who's able to tip the ball for Purvey. Sean Riley the other way, good move, and Riley, and that's a travel there.
Looks like a Euro step.
Yeah, that was not a travel. And Tony Chapman, Coach Chapman, has some words here for the referee. That was not a travel. That was a good move. That was
a clean Euro step.
And we saw that with Joel Embiid the other day. There was a block where it was a beautiful block, and the refs took it away, and then they reviewed it, and Joel Embiid did get the block. But Shane, these beautiful plays are not. That was a really good drive there by Shane Riley. We'll give it to him here on the broadcast.
Dylan Sheed checks in now.
Yeah, Sheed checks in. Ball is in the hands of Levy John. Back out to Purvey. Purvey drives. Mel Lindsay being really a force here against Sean Purvey. Almost got a tip of that one, but Purvey does make the 2.
Sheed, another player I see putting work in the gym early in the morning before school.
Dylan, also a member of our junior class. Sheed has had a really good season as well. Now Lindsay with the ball right now. Drives. Before getting to the paint, he passes back out to Tyler Schmidt. Schmidt back out to McDermott. He drives.
And picks up a foul there.
Does pick up a foul. The foul is on Sean Purvey. Both Purvey and Bandari were there, but the foul does go against Purvey. Checking in now will be Chase Sheeran for the Indians. A little bit less than 5 minutes left here in the fourth. Shane Riley had the ball pass. Mel Lindsay being double teamed. Ball hit off the foot of, I believe that was Chase Sheeran. Goes out of bounds. Will stay with the Firebirds. Shane Riley will inbound it. Riley inbounds it to Mel Lindsay, who gives the ball off, I believe, to Jack McDermott. Now Shane Riley, and it was tipped. Mel Lindsay tries to get the ball. Mel Lindsay almost rams into the door.
Look, you can see us.
There we go. All right, there we go. We're waving in the office. There. I think you can see us there. Sean Purvey now has the ball for the Indians to Bandari. Now back out, that is Evan Kutzler, who's had a pretty good game. Back out to Chase Sheeran, who now sets the pick for Purvey. Purvey, ball hits off the bottom of the backboard. And now Dylan Sheed is the rebound to Jack McDermott. They go quick Mel Lindsay with the good 2. Yeah, it did. He might be tall enough.
No, he can.
Yeah,
I've seen him do it.
Nice 2 there by Mel Lindsay. Back to a 21-point lead. Stay tuned here. After the game, there will not be any post-game interview as far as we know, just due to the fact that the mic is not really able to be transported as it has been in the past. Again, we'll work on getting those mics ready for senior night. Driving there is Chase Sheeran. There's a 3, and it's made by James Blair for a 3. Now 28 points. Only down by 18 are the Indians, although this game does look to be in hand. But who knows? Don't want to jinx anything. But yeah, so after the game, we'll wrap up the game. We'll talk a little bit about what happened here today. We'll get you set up for senior night as well on Monday against Chester. Lindsay gives the ball off to McDermott. Now back out to Lindsay for 3. And Mel Lindsay,
The big man from 3.
He is 8.
makes the 3. Good shot there by Mel Lindsay. Gets the Holy Ghost prep lead back up to 21. A little more than 3 minutes left here in the fourth.
In basketball in general now, you see a lot more centers taking 3s.
That is true. We've seen it here. A lot of teams like to take 3s in this league. We've seen it with JV and varsity. Good spin move there by Purvey, who was fouled in the process. The 2 did not go in, so it does not count. Looks like about to check in is Shane Riley and Ryan Coolahan. We'll see who they check in for. Going to the line for 2 is Purvey. His first one is made. And now checking in are Ryan Coolhan and Shane Riley. Checking out of the game will be Ryan O'Hara and Mel Lindsay, who had a really good shift there, making it free, also having a really good move. Second here at the line for Sean Purvey. And his second one is missed, and the rebound is picked up there by Tyler Schmidt, and the Firebirds, no particular hurry here. Schmidt now back out to Shane Riley, who just a couple minutes ago had that nice move, but it was called as a travel, and it looked like a Euro step.
Manu Ginobili again.
Tyler
Keep
Schmidt.
coming.
Tyler Schmidt, big fan of Manu Ginobili, is Tommy. Ryan Coolhan misses the three. It's a rebound there by Levy John.
But it stays with Souderton.
Just a reminder here to, if you want to pick up on senior night, I believe we'll have an in-person national anthem here that night. And on top of that, we will also, of course, have the night just streamed as well.
Dom.
So you're going to want to. I believe Dom is singing, but I don't want to commit him to anything. But I believe he did tell me, and maybe that has changed. The schedule is always moving. Ball is in the hands of Bendari.
Looks like Ryan Sylvester's checking in
There's
now.
a three, and it was missed by Evan Kutzler. Jack McDermott now has it going the other way. Shane Riley now has it. Tyler Schmidt for three. It looks like it was tipped a little bit, but somehow it still goes in. And it's 52 points now for your Firebirds.
Looks like two juniors, Ryan Sylvester and Sean McGranahan, both check in here in the fourth quarter.
That varsity game that we're talking about coming up here for senior night, that will be on, I believe, let's see if we can get a date for that here. That game is going to be on the 24th, Monday at 7 o'clock. No, 6 o'clock, 22nd. It'll be February 22nd for the Firebirds. There goes Jack McDermott. Back underneath, I believe that is Coolhan, who misses the two. So that game will be on Monday against Chester Charter High School. They'll be here. Of course, varsity night at 6 o'clock on Monday. You don't want to miss it. It'll be senior night. And that is a 3, Nate?
Looks like Ghost has a lot of
That
subs
was 2.
coming in.
It was 2. Okay, that was 2.
I think they have a shot here. I think it's in hand.
Okay, so I'm hearing from our wonderful guy producer and controls all the stuff here, Matt. He said that time, 6 o'clock, might be wrong. There are some conflicting times, and the JV game also says that it's at 5:30, so it may not be at 6 o'clock. We'll see, but I'm sure the basketball page will keep you updated. And of course, we'll have the live stream going on for the JV and the varsity games, so we'll of course you'll see when different things happen. But it is on Monday night. If we do find some clarification, I'm sure we'll find that out. But there are some conflicting times. We'll see. That may change. We'll keep you updated though. We'll be against Chester, but there is a JV game and a varsity game. So again, 6 o'clock right now, but that will most likely change.
Whole new squad checks in for Holy Ghost here. We
Looks
got
like
Ryan Sylvester, Sean McGranahan, Connor Blim, Ryan Coolhan, and is that?
That's
Michael. Mike. Yeah.
Mike checks in now for the game. 19-point lead for the Firebirds coming out of the timeout. Tony Chapman resting his starters who've had a really good game. Liam Huey, Jack McDermott, Chris Cade had a really good game. Shane Riley going the other way. That is... Oh, 1 second. Airmail pass there. In less than 60 seconds here, ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be a fun night on Monday. We hope that you can join us. We should have the good mics rolling as well. And it will be exciting to see how that goes on senior night. Driving now underneath the basket in the paint. That was James Blair, but he is fouled. And will go to the line to shoot 2. Foul is on Connor Blim, 6'4", senior forward. And looks like you're just 60 seconds away from the 9th win, and it appears that it is win 897 for Tony Chapman, Coach Chapman, as he approaches 900, big 900. Second one at the line is missed by James Blair, but the rebound is picked up by the Indians. Levy John now passes back out to Jason Bonnet. There's it looks like either 2 or 3 from James Blair. He did brick it. There is, I believe that's Carson Grant who checks into the game the first time for the Indians. Junior guard underneath the basket. Missed. Rebound. I think it's picked up by Bonnets. But will go the other way as it was hit out of bounds last by the Indians. And we are just 30 seconds away from a win here for the Firebirds, a much-needed win. Ball goes the other way. It was a weird pass, and we picked up some sloppy play here for some of the bench here in this last minute or so. A couple turnovers. Levy John now back out to Carson Grant. Now having the ball is James Blair, who drives. Looks like about to attempt 3 was John, but he decided to not. John now has the ball. 3 seconds left. There's a shot from Jason. Not a shot. Jason Bonnet then shoots it, and he misses.
And that's a win.
That is a win.
Undefeated at home still.
Undefeated at home. It is 8-0 for the Firebirds at home as they now improve to 9-4 on the season. So a good game for the Firebirds. Shane Riley, Chris Cada, Tyler Schmidt, Liam Huey, and Jack McDermott all having great games. The Indians, Jordan Purvey, had the big game for them. 52-33 was the final score, and that will wrap it. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening. We will be here on Monday night against Chester. That time right now says 6 o'clock, but I'm sure that will change. Thank you all for listening. Like and subscribe, and have a great night.
Coming to Ghost, I was a very shy freshman. Only 2 other kids arrived from my middle school, and I sort of took a risk and joined the speech and debate team and tried to reach out and branch out, and Ghost definitely gave me the opportunities to do so. And then all of a sudden, I was traveling, speaking competitively, and I wasn't at all afraid to raise my hand in class like I was before. And I had a ton of new friends that definitely were not there before. All around Ghost, I'd say there's definitely an overwhelming sense of brotherhood. Whether it's on the speech and debate team where I've made friends that have gone off to college and I still speak to every day, or whether it's at the sports games where you're cheering alongside with someone who you didn't know the day before. Being a senior, it's definitely very important for me to continue the tradition of brotherhood that's at Holy Ghost. With my brother, trying to get him to come to Ghost, it wasn't an easy decision. Every day I just told him, there's a sense of closeness within the community that I had never felt before. With a small school, you look around and you know everyone's a familiar face. And the teachers are so dedicated with what they do, whether it's my college essays being edited by a teacher on their own time, or my forensics coach being a teacher that gives up his weekends and gives up his time after school to make sure that we're successful. I think that coming to Ghost has put me into a new environment that I wasn't in before. It's definitely going to help me branch out in college, get involved. It wasn't something, I wasn't planning on getting involved in much around campus until I came to Ghost and realized how many opportunities there were. And speaking to students and friends that have graduated from Ghost, the foundation that Ghost gives you that helps you transition into the college a lot easier.